Welcome back to day number 2. A lot has changed on these pants since yesterday. And that's because I figured it might be fun to watch me be creative. It's another thing to be in my mind for this entire process, which could take hours of me contemplating and making decisions. So I am just going to show you what I have so far. None of this is sewn down. The only thing I have sewn still is what I sewed yesterday. I have a few more materials that I'm using. This is a kerchief that I found at the thrift store, and it is from the Darn Tough Vermont socks. Those are my favorite socks, so when I found that, I needed to get it. I cut out a few things from that kerchief that I have added to these pants, where I think they might go. Here, I am obsessed with this. This was from a child's t-shirt, this We Can Do It. I have been waiting patiently to find the right piece to add these to. I think these will look really cool down here, so I just cut out the We Can Do It. And I'm leaving that there for now. I think that'll stay there. I did have this scrap fabric, and it kind of pulls the red polka dot. I have a few more pieces of that, not many. I'm starting to play around with some seams from jeans and just figuring out how I could embellish and add balance to the jeans, because that is something I recognize that I need to have. Yes, I want to have the balance. This is where I'm at. This is how it's going. I'm pretty happy, but it's still very fluid. And I have done some things to the back, but I don't want to show you that until I have these secured. How I will secure these when I'm ready is using that Heat and Bond light. And I've done a video on using that material. It is a very easy iron-on with sewing adhesive. I love it. I use it all the time. There are definitely other ways you can adhere fabrics to other fabric, but that is what I choose to do, and it's working for me. And yeah, so let's just keep going with the process, but I wanted to show you how things were looking so far. I wanted to see if I could incorporate this somehow into my jeans. I still might. I don't know how. I could even open it like that and just stitch it down. That could be kind of fun, just for something, some sort of just fun embellishment. I kind of like this open. I might stitch this down there. This is where you get to be extremely creative, use up bits and pieces of fabric that you still have to use. We're really trying to do no waste here. And that's why I keep all of my pieces of fabric, because you never know when you'll be able to use it for a creative piece like this. This is pretty intense, how these pants are kind of lining up. I don't know about this here, but maybe. We'll see. Yeah, this is pretty intense. I'm going to go put some Heat and Bond light on some of these things. The rest I'll just stitch down, but this is, I think, how I'm going to finish it on the front. Wow. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, I am sitting here at the sewing machine. I did put a gold thread in it, so the top stitch will be gold. I still have white bobbin thread underneath. I think that's perfectly fine. What I'm going to start with is the back. And I'm going to sew these extra pockets on. And I'm going to leave the top part open because I still want to pretend it's like another usable pocket. So I'm just going to be stitching around the other 3 sides on both of these. This is really cute, but it's really slow. I'm in some sort of a mood right now. I want it to go faster. Do you think that'll work? No. Made it to the last side on the first pocket. Oh, but at least we're getting somewhere. Oh my gosh, can you see it? How cute. So there is a little bit of fraying where I'm connecting both of those, like the pocket to the new jeans, but it doesn't bother me. I don't care. I'm really happy. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. The most important thing when you're sewing a lot of things together is to make sure that you're only sewing the parts that you want to sew. It's super easy to get other things stuck where they shouldn't be. So always double check before you start, or get your seam ripper ready because you'll need to start using it. There they are, the new pockets on the butt. Hurrah. This is the position I think we're going to end up in. I have sewn on these front parts of the pants, another pair of pants, and they're pockets, you guys. I'm so excited. And look, I added this little, I just decided instead of doing what I was going to do before, I just added a little bow here. Are you kidding me? Love that. And I'm saying this is simple. I know it's not simple, but it's more simple than I had originally planned. So I'm gonna go iron these down and then I will stitch around using my sewing machine. Welcome to day 3. I thought I could finish these jeans in one day. And then day 2, I told myself, I'm going to finish these jeans today. Well, that didn't happen. So now we're on day 3, and I'm telling myself, I'm going to finish these jeans today. What I should be doing is just saying, let me see where I go today. Let me just see, because the jeans may not want to be finished today, and I need to give myself some grace and just do what the jeans need to do. But let me tell you something. I'm really happy that it has taken me this long because it's teaching me patience, which is something that I need. But it's also providing me with so much joy because these have evolved into something bigger than I thought they would. And I love a good message, and I love wearing a message. I never really did that before I started sewing, but now that I can create pieces that do provide a message, I love that so much, and I love that I've learned that about me. The pants are still not sewn up on the sides. The sides are open, and that allows me, obviously I still have things to trim, lots of things to trim, but that has allowed me the chance to sew all of these patches on easily. When I finish all the patches, then I will close up this side. There's a couple parts that I just absolutely love. You know, you've seen it, but this is We Can Do It, Rosie the Riveter. I love this so much. I love that there is an upside down zipper from a pair of jeans. It's just like, let's be a goddamn rebel. Okay. Yeah, and guess what? You can zip and unzip the jeans and you can snap them if you want, but right now it's kind of an unzipped, upside down jean wearing sort of day, okay? Then the other part that I love, can we just talk about this moment here, this little polka dot tie? I'm here for that. But let's just get sewing. Let's get sewing. Let's have a moment, drink some tea, drink some coffee. I'm going to keep just stitching around. I'm just doing basic stitches around the patches that I put on. I appliqued some, but I think finished appliquing now. Now I'm just working on doing some stitching. So let's start our day together. I'm so happy you're here. Because I used that iron-on Heat and Bond light, and it's not perfect, it didn't adhere. I find that it doesn't adhere all the time. And maybe it's just the fabric that you're trying to sew it, or not sew, the fabric that you're trying to iron it onto. It's a little bit hit or miss for me, but at least it's holding it down enough that it's not moving when I'm trying to sew it. That's good. There's a lot of bulk in these pants now. All right, we got our Darn Tough Vermont patch on. Yay. Oop, let's pull this up a little bit more. Okay. Let's do it. Cutting threads is so satisfying for me. I take pride in that part. Oh, there we have. Let me show you our Darn Tough Vermont patch that I got from that handkerchief that I got from the thrift store for 99 cents. Let's go look at this on the table. All right, we have our pants here. I think I'm happy with how they are. I don't think I'm going to add anything more, I don't think. Oh, they make me really happy. They are busy, but they are for me, and that's what I want. Let's just check the back side out and be 100% confident that we don't want to add anything else. I think I don't. The back is much more plain. I only have just a little bit up top. So I'm getting ready now to flip my jeans inside out, and I'm going to stitch up both of the sides of the jeans. Oh boy, we're almost done. And now I can also finish cutting all of the threads that remain. So there's bound to be some threads that I missed. There we go. I had to get the rest of my clips that were by the sewing machine. Now this will be easier. What I hope for you, if you are not a sewer, is that you find something, a hobby, just something. If you are, you know, kind of at an age where I am. My hope for you is that you find something that you love to do that can allow you a chance to express your creativity, however that may look. You might be into painting. You might be into drawing. You might be a sewer. But whatever you are, I hope that that hobby, that creative outlet brings you as much joy as this is bringing me. And the reality is, you don't have to be the best at what you're doing, at your craft. I am certainly not the best sewer by any stretch of the imagination, not even close. What I am allowing myself to do is practice and try and just have fun. That is why I like doing what I'm doing. Because there's no pressure. Absolutely no pressure. But my approach is going to be start at the bottom and sew up. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so I sewed this one side. So this side is completely sewn up. And now I'm going to use the clips and do the same thing on the other side, starting on the bottom. And I will clip, and when I sew, I will sew from the bottom hem to make sure that's even all the way to the top. This is where I had been collecting some like graphic t-shirts at the thrift stores, like this Rosie the Riveter t-shirt that I got, because I knew I would find an ability to use it somewhere, right? Like in some upcycling piece. And graphic t-shirts are cool, especially when they're vintage and all fun. The trickiest part for me was trying to get all of these pieces to come together into kind of a triangle part. So when I was sewing the last time, I sewed all the way up to like here-ish. And then I sewed like the tip on each side just to make sure everything was pushed in the best I could. Now, I'm a beginning sewer, so I'm doing my best. I'm sure there's other approaches, but just give it a try. Let's go finish this up. All right, I have just finished stitching these pants, and I'm pulling them right side out for the first time on film. Da, 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 da. Oh my word, they are crazy. So this is just what I stitched up on the sides. There will be a lot more, oh, actually I have to fix this. That I need to shoot. Oopsie, hold please. I sewed this side really well. I didn't sew this side well, so I have to fix that part. But I can do that easily. Let's see how this other side looks. All right, this side looks much better. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. All right, let me fix this. I think I won't even need to put it inside out. I'll just be able to stitch it like this because I just have to stitch, an inch? It was a little bulky the first time I tried it, but I'm gonna make it work this time. Hold please, and then I'll try these on. Here we go. Here are the pants that I have upcycled. These were original barrel leg jeans that I made a little bit bigger in the hip area just by adding this piece of fabric on either side. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I have extra pockets now because who doesn't need extra pockets? Okay. And in the back, there's even more pockets. There's so many pockets in these pants. They're so useful. And of course, we have Rosie the Riveter on the bottom. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. These are so crazy. Maybe I'll do it like that. Maybe that's a little better. Let me know what you think of these jeans. Upcycling for me has been such a creative venture, and it has been an outlet of anxiety relief and creativity and just using my artistic brain, something I hadn't done in quite a few years. It's wonderful. Oh my God. I love these pants. What makes you happy when you sew? Let's be sewing friends. I want to learn from you. I have so much to learn, and I would love to learn from you. And if you've made it here this long, please give this video a like and just talk to me down below in the comments. I would love to start up a conversation with you. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.